Mahabharata, Episode 5, Part 4. Aftermath and Foreshadowing. Draupadi, before we see how humiliation births vengeance. Remember, stories live not on the page, but in the voices that carry them. Subscribe, like, and share, so the Mahabharata may reach every ear, every home, every road. Drupada, king of Panchala, once proud, now stood bound in ropes before Drona. The court of Hastinapura fell silent. Bhishma watched with furrowed brow. Dhritarashtra leaned forward, listening. The Pandavas stood tall. The Kauravas glared in envy. Drona spoke, his voice cold and sharp. Do you remember Drupada once? In our youth, you called me friend. You promised me half your kingdom. But when I came to you in need, you scorned me, mocked me, and cast me away. That insult I have carried all these years. And now, behold, the wheel of fate turns. You stand before me, defeated not by my hand, but by my disciples. Drupada lowered his head. Pride burned, but words failed him. Drona's hand rose, commanding silence. I do not kill you. That would be too swift. Instead, I take what you once promised. Half your kingdom, let Panchala be divided. The northern half is mine, the southern half remains yours. Thus, I repay your insult with justice. Gasps filled the court. To strip a king of half his realm was a wound worse than chains. Drona freed Drupada, but the humiliation remained. The once proud king staggered back to his throne, half his realm torn away, his pride in tatters. The princes looked on. For the Pandavas, it was victory and proof of loyalty. For the Kauravas, it was another bitter reminder that they had failed where their cousins had triumphed. And for Drupada, it was the seed of vengeance. Back in Panchala, Drupada sat upon his diminished throne, his mind a storm. They have shamed me, he whispered. Drona, who was once my equal, now lords over half my kingdom. And it was the Pandavas, those upstart sons of Pandu, who bound me like a common thief. I will not forgive, I will not rest. Summoning sages and priests, he declared. Make me strong. Give me a son who will slay Drona. Give me a daughter whose fate will bring down the house of Kuru. I care not what it costs. Through fire, through sacrifice, I will be avenged. The sages bowed. So it shall be, O king, but vengeance, once born, cannot be controlled. Fire does not choose what it burns. In the sacred grove of Panchala, a great fire was lit. Priests chanted hymns, offerings of ghee, and wood fed the flames. The air trembled with mantras, the sky darkened with smoke. Drupada stood before the fire, his arms raised. Agni, fire, eternal, hear me. Grant me children, born of flame, forged for vengeance. Let one be a son, to slay Drona. Let one be a daughter, destined to bring low the sons of Kuru. I swear by my crown, by my kingdom, by my very life. Let it be so. The flames roared higher. From the sacrificial fire itself, forms began to emerge. Draupadi and Dhrishtadyumna are born. From the heart of the fire rose a son, tall and radiant, armed and armored at birth. The priests cried out, Behold, Dhrishtadyumna, born of fire, destined to slay Drona. And then, from the same flames, came a daughter. Her beauty was unearthly. Her aura shone like the dawn. The air was filled with fragrance, and the priests whispered, Behold, Draupadi Krishna, born of fire. Her destiny shall shake kingdoms. She shall be the cause of the fall of many kings. Draupada's eyes gleamed with triumph. At last, he said, Children born not of womb, but of destiny. Through them, my vengeance shall be complete. But fate is never so simple. For Draupadi would become the wife of the Pandavas, the very ones Drupada now hated, and through her, the war of Kurukshetra would come to pass. Back in Hastinapura, the princes knew nothing yet of Drupada's fireborn children. They returned from battle triumphant, hailed as heroes, their fame spreading through the land. Drona was content, his vow fulfilled, but destiny was not finished. For Draupadi, born of fire, awaited her swayamvara, where the Pandavas would win her hand. For Dhrishtadyumna, born for vengeance, awaited the day he would stand against his father's enemy. And for the Pandavas and Kauravas, the path of rivalry was now set, unbending, unbroken, leading only toward war. The seeds of Kurukshetra had been planted not only in jealousy, but in vengeance. And soon, they would grow into fire. Drupada's humiliation birthed fire. From the flames rose, children of destiny, Draupadi who had entwined the fates of kings, and Dhrishtadyumna, born to slay Drona. The wheel of time turns, and the fire grows. If you wish to follow it into Draupadi's swayamvara, subscribe, like, and share. Just as Drupada found strength in fire, this story finds strength in you.